What's going on, guys? So the hat is back. You know what that means. It's time for another revised Dr. Squatch soap rankings video. So this is going to be a pretty hefty video. Not too long ago, I did a revised video of the 36 bars from Dr. Squatch. It was right after they released Crypto Cleanse. And I wanted to update a lot of other bars because over time you just kind of change your minds about certain scents. And after using different bars, certain ones grow on you, certain ones you don't like so much. So I did a revised list. But now that we have 40 bars, it just feels like I need to do another revised list. So I've done some analyzing and some changing around, and it's time for all 40 Dr. Squatch bars to be ranked. Yes, I have tried all 40 bars, and I have a lot on hand, but just to save time, I'm not going to go through every single one in depth. When we get to the top 10, that will be a little more in depth. Alright, so let's start with number 40. In last place, if you remember from last time, it's going to be the same bar. That's going to be Chalky Milk, and it is for the sole reason that I do not like chocolate milk. I don't like the smell of chocolate. I don't really like the taste of chocolate. So, for obvious reasons, that bar is not going to be a very favorable bar to me. That's my opinion. That's my ranking. And Chalky Milk is staying at number 40. Although, I could see if there are some really bad bars that come out in the future, I could see that falling to second to last place. So, now we have number 39. And this is a bar that just keeps falling on my list because the more I smell it, the more I think it stinks and smells really bad. And that is the highly disappointing Black Hole bar. So that's at 39 now, and it's a bar I just really don't like. Number 38 is another disappointing bar that just doesn't smell good. That's the Cold Brew Cleanse. It doesn't smell like it's supposed to, and it doesn't really smell good. So that's gonna stay pretty low on the list. Number 37 is one of the newer bars. Unfortunately, that's Sinister Scrub. I think it smells a little bit better than Black Hole, but it's way too similar. So that's gonna have to be at the bottom of the list as well. Number 36 is a bar that has potential to actually move up higher, but I just can't right now because I didn't really have a good first impression of it. And that's going to be the Resistance Rinse. It's just too flowery and perfumey for me. But maybe over time, it'll grow on me and I will end up moving it up higher on the list. But for right now, it's going to stay at number 36. Number 35 is the Boom Chicka Wow Wow bar. It just smells like chocolate and strawberries, and I don't like that. So not for a bar of soap for me. So that's going to be number 35. Number 34 is Spartan Scrub. I just thought it smelled kind of dirty and like gunpowder. I don't know. It wasn't that great for a bar of soap either for me. So Spartan Scrub is staying pretty low on the list at number 34. Number 33 is Grapefruit IPA. That has not really grown on me at all either. It's okay. I guess it's a little bit better than I thought it used to be, but not much. Number 32 now is Frosty Peppermint. Again, I just don't really love the scent of candy canes for a soap for me. So it's gonna also stay at the bottom of the list at number 32. Number 31 is Spearmint Basil, and I have thought about swapping that with Frosty Peppermint, but at least Spearmint Basil isn't too strong, so I can live with it. It's just very underwhelming, and the scent isn't all that fantastic either. Number 30 is now Brick of the Dead. Another bar I thought was okay, but the vanilla and, I don't know, the Spanish moss just didn't seem to be a great combo. Whatever they did with it wasn't phenomenal or mind-blowing like some people think. So that's number 30. Number 29 is actually a scent that I think is worse than Brick of the Dead, but as far as the lather goes, it's really, really good. So Eucalyptus Greek Yogurt is going to end up at number 29 on the list. It's a really good bar for your skin. I just don't like the scent. But if you want a good skin bar, then don't sleep on that, because this is one of the best ones in the Dr. Squatch entire collection. And it's a regular bar, so it's easily accessible. Okay, number 28 is the Riddler bar, the Riddler Enigma. I'm just not sure why people like it so much. I don't like the scent of apple in my bar, and I didn't think it was like a good bar at all. So Riddler Enigma is staying lower on the list for me. Number 27 is Stone IPA. I actually think the ingredients are kind of cool, but the scent was, I think, a little bit too overhyped. So Stone IPA is not one that I would probably even buy again if it came out. I know a lot of other people would, but it just wasn't my favorite scent. Number 26 is Alpine Sage, another bar that just smells a lot like soap and not a whole lot else. It's not like a bad scent, but it's not a good scent either. Very bland. So number 26 again is Alpine Sage. Number 25 is Suds of Darkness, and this is a bar I'm still trying to figure out. So this bar could go higher or lower on the list. I just haven't decided yet. But for right now, it's going to be at number 25, Suds of Darkness, and I really can't describe it. It's a interesting scent, not super strong. Number 24 is the Dark Side Scrub, and that pretty much just smells like charred smoke. At first, it smells good, but it's a little too overpowering for me. Number 23, we're going to have like 3 Star Wars bars in a row. Number 23 is the Legendary Lather. The grass scent is okay, but it's too overpowering, I think, and it smells a lot like laundry scent booster. So natural ingredients, but artificial scent. It's kind of strange. A little disappointed with that bar. So it's going to be number 23 on my overall list. Number 22 is Bay Rum. This is a bar I really don't mind. I just don't love the scent of like cinnamon and clove, but it's not a bad bar. I do use it from time to time. So this is a bar that like I will order again. It's just not better than the next 21 bars for my opinion. Number 21 is another strange bar, and that's the Crypto Cleanse bar. It was actually a little better than I thought it would be. It's a very unique bar, and I kind of like it, but I cannot put it higher than 21 on my list. But it was kind of a cool, gimmicky bar. Number 20, so now we're like halfway through. We're getting on to the better half of the bars now. Number 20 is the Freedom Fresh. It's actually not a very strong scent at all, but it's a good scent. Good enough to be middle of the pack. That is Freedom Fresh. Number 19 is a bar that I think is actually a little bit underrated sometimes, and that's the Ruthless Rinse. Another bar, not a super strong scent, but it does have a little bit of a nice spicy aroma and a little hint of dragon fruit in there. Nice bit of exfoliation. So the Ruthless Rinse, that is number 19. Number 18 is the Coconut Castaway, and that bar is actually really, really good. And I keep saying, if they were to combine Coconut Castaway with Bay Rum, that would be like a top 15, top 10 bar. I hope that happens someday. I don't know, they can call it like Squatch Creations or something, and just combine a couple different scents together. Number 17 is Cedar Citrus. It's nowhere near as good as the Suzy Bear version of the bar. Too much citrus and not enough cedar for me. Some people say the opposite. I don't know. I actually do like the bar. It's 17 on my list, so I do like it. But it's just a little bit weak. Number 16 is a bar that has grown on me a lot if you've been watching these rankings videos. And this is the Wisdom Wash. It just has a really nice, relaxing scent to it. It kind of smells like you're out by a stream and there's a garden nearby. You're in the jungle and a lot of fragrant leaves and trees and bushes. So that's number 16. Number 15, so we're at the top 15 now, is Gold Moss, and this bar, I like the scent, a lot of it. I like the scent a lot. It's just, it doesn't have any unique ingredients or anything like that, so if they added maybe a light exfoliation and some actual moss, I think this bar would be a little bit higher on the list. Number 14 is the Mars bar, and this bar is pretty good. I know I said I didn't really love the cinnamon scent, but for some reason I do like the Mars bar. It's pretty cool, and I'm a big fan of most of the Galaxy collection except for the Black Hole. So that's number 14, the Mars bar. Number 13 is Area 51 brick, and I wish it was actually a little bit stronger, but I do like this bar a lot, and I wouldn't mind if they made it a little bit stronger, but I do like it, and I do use this from time to time. Number 12 is the Moon Rock, and I like this bar more than a lot of people do. Sometimes it smells like cardboard, but other times, when once you use it in the shower, it's actually not too bad of a bar at all. So I think the Moon Rock is also very good, very close to Area 51. You could really swap those around in the rankings. Number 11 is Birchwood Breeze. I think this bar is overlooked sometimes, but it's just a very good woodsy scent, and it's very reliable. I think it has the perfect amount of fragrance to it. It's not too strong, but it's definitely not too weak. I really appreciate what they did with Birchwood Breeze. Just a big fan of it. I was very happy when they came out with the bar, and I don't want to forget about it. So Birchwood Breeze is number 11, and someday it honestly could make the top 10. Now let's get to the top 10. So at number 10, we have a bar that is limited edition, and I like it maybe a little bit too much. This is the Irish Cream and Whiskey bar. I'll have to get some more when St. Patrick's Day rolls around, but this bar, I don't know, it's just the combo of scents does it for me, and I like it. I think it's just a good combination of scents. It works. So that's number 10. Number 9 is a bar that actually doesn't have much scent at all, but I just like the ingredients a lot. And if I were ever to swap this out of the top 10, I think I would swap it with Birchwood Breeze. But this is going to be the Only Hope soap with all that clay in there and sea salt and thyme powder, and it's just a nice, fresh, clean scent with a good lather. Number 8 is the Batman Brick. I actually really like this leather scent that they have. I think this is a very good bar. I don't really see this ever leaving my top 10. It kind of fluctuates between top 5, top 10, but number 8 I think is a good spot for it to stay for right now. This next bar, number 7, is a bar that I moved up in the rankings once they actually added real aloe into the ingredients. So here we have Dr. Squatch's Cool Fresh Aloe, and this bar has just always grown on me. It's just a fresh scent. It's really, really good, and it's very practical too, especially in the summertime. So I am a huge fan of their Cool Fresh Aloe bar. And if you are too, then I encourage you to check out the Fresh Clean Aloe from Sudsy Bear, because I think you will be pleasantly surprised. Number 6 is Wood Barrel Bourbon. This bar is great, and it's a bar that I use a lot more often since Drunken Pumpkin is still very limited edition, so limited that they have not created any more in the recent past. So Wood Barrel Bourbon is kind of like my replacement go-to for this bar, and it's definitely good enough to be number 6 on the list. It's a big fan favorite for good reason. I love that oak scent. Number 5 is a bar I do not have on hand, but it's such a good bar, and that's the Snowy Pine Tar. It just kind of smells like a Christmas tree. It's really good, and then it also has the menthol in there, so that's a really, really good bar. I hope they release this again in the winter so I can stock up on that. Number 4 of all time is the Drunken Pumpkin. It's like Wood Barrel Bourbon, but it has a little bit of a nice cologne scent. The pumpkin scent in here is definitely very artificial smelling, which I love because I don't like the actual smell of pumpkin. But this does have pumpkin butter, so it's really, really good for your skin as well. And I think this definitely deserves to be number 4 on the list. So we're in the top 3 now. No surprises here. We have Fresh Falls. Just love the bar and everything about it. We still have that Glacier Mineral Clay. I wish they would start to put what was it, lichen moss or lichen moss in there. But it's still a really good bar, and the scent is great. Number 2, we have the Pine Tar. The original Dr. Squatch bar that everyone knows and loves. And I actually do think this is just slightly better than the Sudsy Bear Pine Tar. But they're both really good. And that brings us to number 1. I don't know if this will ever change, but for right now, it has remained number 1. Deep Sea Goat's Milk. Great scent, even better ingredients, great lather. You cannot go wrong. Deep Sea Goat's Milk. Alright, that concludes my rankings video. Those are my 40 bars of Dr. Squatch, ranked. Can't wait for them to come out with some more bars and we can do some more videos. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we will see you next time.